to the Blue Dolphin News Network. I'm Michaela.
And I am Dana.
Please stand for the flag salute. Ready, begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Now our school motto: be safe, live responsibly, understand, respect, and encourage each other. Go Blue Dolphins! You may be seated.
Birthday celebrations.
Hello, amazing human beings. Welcome. I'm excited to be with you. Today, we're going to be learning about somebody called Mary Blair. We are still in Women's History Month, which I'm excited about. So we're going to be learning about a lot of different people. And she was really somebody who I've never knew about. And she was super unique to me because she is an artist. She ended up getting a scholarship to a pretty prestigious university. And she followed her dreams of doing art. She loved art, and that's what her schooling predominantly was. It all was based on art. And she ended up getting picked up by Walt Disney, and a lot of different cartoons that you may have seen, like maybe Peter Pan or Alice in Wonderland, Song of the South, and Cinderella are actually created by her. Like, those characters are created by her. She's an artist, an animator, designer, and I just thought it was super unique. And I love the fact that I found this really sweet book. It's called Mary Blair's Unique Flair. And I wanted to share it with you. I thought it was something that you would really like. And again, we're dealing with creativity, making sure that you're creative. This month is actually Youth Art Month as well, not only Women's History Month. So following your dreams, following your creativity, and being innovative is what we want you to be. So I'm going to share my screen. And here is some of her work. And you probably recognize it, like Peter Pan. We got some Cinderella stuff here. This is kind of one of her self-portraits here. Look at Alice in Wonderland. Here she goes right over here. So we're going to hear this awesome book all about her.
Mary Blair's Unique Flair. Mary Brown Robinson loved color. Even her name had a color in it. All she wanted to do was paint. But her family didn't have money for such things. Still, sometimes they went with less to eat, so Mary could buy paper and jars of colors. Mary was born into an artistic home. Her mother sewed clothing for a living, and her father had the most beautiful handwriting, and he was a dreamer. He dreamed of traveling. Mary was a dreamer too. She dreamed of being an artist. When the family moved from Texas to California, Mary carried her sketchbook and her suitcase full of paints all the way to the Golden State. She loved to travel, just like her father. At school, Mary covered her textbooks with drawings. She entered contests and earned a spot at a school for the arts. She later married another artist named Lee and became Mary Blair. They vowed to make art, but it was hard to make a living as an artist. So Mary took a job with Walt Disney Studios. There, she painted a dog named Lady and the big emotions and ears of a little elephant named Dumbo, alongside other artists. Despite how fun it was to work at Disney, it wasn't Mary's dream come true. So she quit. She preferred to stay home and paint. But when Mary heard that Walt was taking artists, including Lee, on a trip to South America, she asked Mr. Disney to take her along. Mary grabbed her suitcase full of paints and she flew from Burbank to Brazil, then to Argentina, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Peru. Mary had never seen such bright and happy colors before. And her favorite color, blanco, the color of a blank.
I'm going to just go back because it was a part that wasn't read. Verde en azul, amarillo, amarillo, languilla, naranja, velmo, roja y rosa, lilas, lavanda, roxo, morado, marrón, cinza, gris, preto, y negro. I hope I read that correctly, but a lot of those are different words I'm seeing in Spanish and maybe some other languages that represent different colors, like green. I'm seeing yellows and blues and reds and lilacs and black and grays.
Before. And her favorite color, blanco, the color of a blank piece of paper, the color of possibility. She immersed herself in the colors and cultures, and she painted them all. She especially loved painting the children she met. It was a small world after all. Then, with her suitcase full, Mary went back to work for Walt. And this time, it was a dream come true. She painted and painted. She painted colors you weren't supposed to paint together. Golden ochre and yellow, jade green and royal purple, hot pink and red rose madder. She painted an iris sky, an emerald world, a fuchsia sea, and a turquoise moon. Walt was a dreamer too, just like Mary. He dreamed of making feature-length films painted entirely by hand. Nobody believed it could be done, but Walt believed in magic and he believed in Mary. So Mary painted concept art for 3 of Disney's most beloved animated films: Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, and Peter Pan. Then Walt asked her to create art for a brand new attraction at Disneyland. For Mary, this was the biggest and best project ever. It's a Small World was to feature kids from all over the world to celebrate unity, goodwill, and global peace. For inspiration, all Mary had to do was open her suitcase full of paints to create colorful, happily ever afters.
I love this story about Mary Blair and her passion for it. And I love the fact that she traveled, right? And that travel gave her inspiration. So boys and girls, know that traveling is part of that, right? And whether you travel now, you're not traveling now, but you travel when you're older, that does help create a lot of inspiration. I've done a lot of traveling and it really has inspired me. And I love her colors, her use of colors and her imagination and how she was able to put all of that together. So definitely make sure you follow your dreams, follow your passions, and never forget to be creative. Make sure you're always creative. Have an awesome day.